In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to archive rows in Smartsheet. Archiving rows is a useful way to keep your sheet organized without permanently deleting information. If you have rows that are no longer active, or if a task has been completed and you want it out of the main workflow, archiving helps you do that in a clean and structured way. To begin, open your sheet. Take a moment to make sure you are in the correct Smartsheet workspace and that the sheet you want to work with is fully loaded. Look at the table area where your rows are listed, since the archive option will apply to specific rows within that sheet. Once you can see the rows clearly, you are ready for the next part. Next, select the rows that you want to archive. You can do this by clicking on a row selector so that the row becomes highlighted, or by selecting multiple rows if your process is handled in a batch. As you select, pay attention to which rows are highlighted on screen. This matters because only the highlighted rows will be moved to the archive. If you accidentally select the wrong row, simply adjust your selection before you move on. Now that your rows are selected, it is time to open the Action menu. Right-click the selected rows. This right-click step brings up the options specific to what you have highlighted. If you are using a trackpad or a mouse, keep your click on the highlighted area so the menu appears for your selection. When the menu shows up, you are looking for the option labeled Move Rows. After you have found the Move Rows option, click it. This step is important because it is what triggers the process of moving your selected data out of the main sheet view and into an archive location. When you click Move Rows, Smartsheet will typically guide you to choose where the rows should go. Stay focused on the dialog or panel that appears, because the next choice will determine the destination for the archive rows. Once the archive selection appears, choose your archive sheet. If you already have an archive sheet set up, it should appear as one of the available choices. Select the correct archive sheet so that your archived rows end up in the right place for later reference. It is a good idea to double-check you are selecting the archive destination you intended, especially if you manage more than one sheet for different types of records. Finally, click OK to confirm the move. This confirmation tells Smartsheet to complete the archiving action. After you click OK, give the sheet a moment to process the change. Then you can return your attention to the main sheet to see that the rows are no longer present there, since they have been moved to the archive sheet. This is the result you want. The archived rows are preserved, but your primary workflow stays uncluttered. If you selected multiple rows, you can verify that each row has been moved successfully by checking the archive sheet itself. This gives you confidence that nothing was missed and that the archive contains exactly what you selected. And that covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.